I'm Monita Rajpal. This is World Report. Also ahead this half hour, Ireland accepts it needs a bailout, but at what cost? We begin this hour in New Zealand, where anxious relatives are awaiting for any signs that their loved ones are alive and safe. But rescuers have yet to even make contact with the 29 men trapped underground for over 3 days. Toxic gases are making it too dangerous for human rescuers to enter the mine near Greymouth on the South Island. So engineers are testing a robot to send into the mine first. It'll transmit pictures and assess the gas levels to see if it is safe for rescue crews to go in. Officials say drinking water is available in the mine, but they have no way of knowing if the men made it to a safe place where they can actually breathe. U.S. and South Korean diplomats are meeting in Seoul today to discuss a report that North Korea is enriching uranium. An American scientist says he was allowed to visit a North Korean facility. In the past hour, Germany has closed public access to the dome and roof terrace of the Parliament building in Berlin. Police said at the weekend they didn't know of any terrorist threat against specific targets, despite the magazine Spiegel saying Al-Qaeda planned to strike at the Parliament on Reichstag. CNN's Donna Magnay has this report. If you are flying to the U.S. this holiday season, you should be prepared for more hands-on security measures. The U.S. Transportation Security Administration will be using full-body scanners and enhanced pat-downs to screen some passengers. Many travelers say they are outraged by the new measures. Some are even calling for a boycott on Wednesday. They've dubbed it National Opt-Out Day, urging people to refuse body scans and force screeners to do time-consuming pat-downs. One passenger had an embarrassing ordeal when he was going through security at Detroit Metropolitan Airport earlier this month. Thomas Sawyer is a bladder cancer survivor and has to wear a urostomy bag to hold his urine. He says when he was forced to have a pat-down, the bag broke and leaked over his clothes. Stock markets in Europe are rallying after Ireland agrees to be bailed out. Now talks are on to settle the amount and the terms of the deal. Dublin needed to show the financial markets it has the resources to keep its ailing banks afloat. It is expected to borrow as much as $120 billion. That's not quite as large as the rescue package Greece got 6 months ago. It means Dublin will surrender at least some control over economic policy for the next 3 years or more. EU ministers said the bailout would stabilise the European economy. Well, Ireland made its formal application for help late Sunday night. For most of the last week, the government insisted it would not need an international bailout. Significant and positive. United Nations anti-AIDS campaigners have welcomed the Catholic Church's shift on condom use to stop the spread of the disease. In published remarks, Pope Benedict XVI outlined an exception to the Church's ban on all artificial contraception. He said there could be single cases that can be justified. Has been following developments from our London newsroom. She joins us now with more on that. So it's not really a shift, but it is remarkable in the sense that the Pope would actually say in one or isolated cases that the use of condoms would be good.
Well, this is a shift in the sense that previously there was a blanket ban on contraception, and this is a
major snowstorm in the western U.S. has brought good news for skiers, but tough conditions on the roads. Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera is at the World Weather Center with more on that just in time for Thanksgiving week.
Just in time for Thanksgiving, and you add the...
All right, Ivan, thank you. I'm Monita Rajpal in London. World Sport is next.